It's time for my Provitalize review, which is a probiotic specially designed for weight loss and menopause. So, is it really effective? Does it help menopause symptoms, metabolism, and losing weight? Or is it only a scam, as some people claim? Well, we're going to find out the answers in the next minutes. Hello guys, I'm Ali from MySupplementAdvice.com, and this channel is focused on health tutorials and supplement reviews, so make sure to subscribe to stay updated with my latest videos. Getting back to Provitalize, let's start with an overview on the supplement to see if it makes a good option or not. Shortly, Provitalize is a supplement designed to reduce menopause symptoms with probiotics as well as promote weight loss. It basically claims to help with sweats, hot flashes, mood swing, and all the other symptoms that are common in menopause as well as with weight loss. And since it's a probiotic, it's also designed for digestive and gut issues as well. However, if you dig deeper into this product, you will find a couple of question signs. For instance, its formula is based on only 3 probiotics, but in an extremely high dose. So I would say that it's suitable for someone dealing with a severe lack of good bacteria, which is definitely not the case in menopause. This is why it's surely not a good option as a daily probiotic, and this is visible in the high number of complaints and side reactions it causes. Apparently, it causes bloating and digestive issues very often, as well as weight gain, which is exactly the thing it promises to fight. This is why I don't have a good opinion on Provitalize at all, and it's not a supplement I would advise you to buy. Instead, if you want a high-quality probiotic for weight loss, I know another product that has an excellent composition, a lower price, and a lot of satisfied users that swear by it. So it definitely works a lot better for weight loss and for gut issues. But if you're curious, stay with me because I will tell you more about this product at the end of this Provitalize review. Until then, let's dig even deeper into Provitalize by taking a look at its ingredients. Provitalize doesn't have a bad composition at all. It combines probiotics with herbs and it has a unique formula. But if you take a closer look, it gets worse. As I said, this product only contains 3 bacterial strains, which is quite little for a probiotic. Besides, its weight loss benefits are pretty insignificant because the 3 bacterial strains it contains don't have much to do with reducing weight. But that's not even the biggest problem. Instead, it's its dosage. That's because it has a huge number of probiotics per serving. 68 billion CFU, which means a really high risk of side effects. In other words, its dosage is way too high for a long-term supplement. Instead, I actually recommend this kind of dosage for people who lack good bacteria. However, they should only be taken for about a month until the body recovers, because if they're taken for longer, they tend to cause digestive issues like bloating. That's why I don't consider Provitalize a long-term product. But anyway, let's take a closer look at its main ingredients because there are 2 important ones. First of all, the probiotic blend, which contains only 3 bacterial strains, as I said, but in a huge dose of 68.2 billion CFU. When it comes to daily probiotics, I recommend a dose of 5 to 10 CFU. Anything that is above tend to cause side reactions very often. Provitalize contains almost 7 times more. This is why I consider it way too concentrated. Here are the 3 strains inside it. There are 2 types of Bifidobacterium and 1 Lactobacillus. Now, these 3 strains are surely potent and effective, but they are too little. Not to mention that they're not specific specifically meant for weight loss. Their main benefits don't include anything related to metabolism and weight. As for the second group, it's made from herbs and there are 5 compounds of this type in Provitalize: turmeric root extract, moringa leaf, curry leaf, lecithin, and bioperine. Basically, only 3 out of these 5 ingredients actually have a real effect. The others are merely some absorption boosters, and in terms of weight loss, not even those 3 ingredients seem very potent. So all in all, Provitalize does have a unique formula, but it's potentially dangerous and not very effective in terms of weight loss and menopause symptoms. This is why I couldn't possibly recommend it. This supplement is formulated as vegetable capsules, and I would say that they look exactly like turmeric pills. They have a transparent cover with orange powder inside and some average dimensions. So obviously swallowing this kind of pills is pretty easy. According to its label, Provitalize requires 2 pills per day, and it's recommended to take both capsules together. Now, probiotics usually work better when taken on an empty stomach. But in some cases, you can develop some stomach cramps, so if that's the case, just switch to taking them after eating. In order to see how Provitalize works, I try to look over its customer opinions. Now, this product has several user reviews both on retailers and on its official website. However, the difference is pretty big. Most of its website reviews are highly positive, while the reviews it has on retailers are rather mixed up. For this reason, I will only consider its reviews on third-party sellers, specifically Amazon. So let's see some of its most common praises. Some people say it's not amazing, but it does its job. Others praise it as a probiotic. A few others claim it works amazingly for bloating. Now, this product seems to work pretty well for enough people. However, most of its praises are related to its probiotic effect. When it comes to menopause symptoms, it doesn't seem to be so impressive. But the most important part of its user feedback are its complaints. That's because most of its first-page Amazon reviews are highly negative. Many users complain that it doesn't work. Others say it didn't relieve their menopause symptoms. A few others criticize its very high price. Some say it's not worth buying since it doesn't work too well. And others even complain about side effects. Judging after all these complaints, I wouldn't trust Provitalize too much. Most of its complaints are related to its poor weight loss effect and menopause improvement. So from this point of view, it doesn't seem like an excellent choice. It's not me saying this, it's the previous users. Provitalize seems to cause some pretty ironic side effects: bloating and weight gain. In other words, it actually worsens the symptoms it's supposed to treat. Obviously, this doesn't happen in all cases, but there were many complaints from previous users who actually gained weight while using it. Other than that, it also causes some side reactions that have nothing to do with its promises, like diarrhea, anal leakage, or irritations. So in terms of safety, it doesn't look like the best probiotic out there, nor like the best weight loss solution. For a weight loss probiotic, Provitalize isn't even that expensive. But considering its value and quality, I would say it could be cheaper. Now, Provitalize's lowest price is on Amazon. The standard price is $49 per bottle. There isn't any discount for 2 bottles, but you do get some dollars off for a 3 bottles pack, which costs $100 in total, and shipping isn't free either. Again, $49 isn't a huge price for a weight loss probiotic. High-quality products tend to cost a lot more, and that's fine. However, Provitalize isn't amazing in terms of effect and composition. This is why I believe it could cost at least $10 less. Considering its quality per price ratio, it's definitely not a supplement I would recommend. So what is my final opinion on Provitalize? Is it worth buying or not? Not really. It's not a terrible product, nor a scam, but it has a lot of serious issues. It doesn't work very well for weight loss. It can actually boost weight gain in some people. It has many complaints from its previous users and it's quite pricey for its value. Now, it's up to you whether you want to give it a try or not, but I pretty much doubt it's going to help you lose weight, even in the short run. Not to mention that it can actually harm your gut. This is why I'm pretty reluctant about it. Still, I know I promised to give you a better alternative at the beginning of this video, and I was talking about a product with a much better formula that works really well for gut issues and weight loss, and it's a lot safer than Provitalize. I don't know if it matters to you or not, but it's also much cheaper, so it makes a much better deal overall. If you're interested in checking it out, I'm going to leave you my video review of it in the left part of my screen, so make sure to take a look at it. Thanks for watching this Provitalize review, and if you have any questions or personal experiences with it, let me know in the comments below. See you next time!